girl in the back seat keeps asking where you're taking her. You don't answer. You keep your eyes on the road. Rain pounds against the windshield. Red brake lights blur across the highway ahead. Somewhere behind you, a police siren screams through the night. The girl pulls against the seatbelt again. You glance in the mirror. She can't be older than 16. There's duct tape residue on her wrists. That's when you finally understand what this job really is. And by then, it's already too late. 3 months earlier, your delivery app hasn't gone off in almost 2 hours. You sit in your car outside a gas station eating cold fries while your bank account sits at -$83. Your daughter texted earlier asking if you're still coming to her school play Friday night. You told her yes. You don't actually know if you can afford the gas. Then your phone buzzes. Unknown number. Need a driver? Cash job, no questions, $800 tonight. $800 is more money than you've made all week. Another text appears. Simple pickup, just people needing transport. You should block the number. Instead, you ask for the address. The motel sits behind an abandoned diner near the interstate. Half the neon letters are burned out. Room 12. A blonde woman opens the door halfway. Inside are 3 people with backpacks, a man, a woman, and a little boy asleep beside a stuffed tiger. The blonde woman hands you an envelope. $400. Half now. Half later. She explains the job calmly. Drive them to a house outside the city. Don't stop. Don't talk to police. If anyone asks, they're family. The little boy wakes up during the drive. He asks if America has dinosaurs. His mother laughs quietly. For a moment, everything feels normal. You drop them off at a suburban house with blackout curtains. Your phone buzzes before you're even back on the highway. Good work. Before sunrise, another $400 hits your crypto wallet. The next job comes 2 days later. Then another. Soon you stop driving for the delivery app completely. Airport pickups, fake passports, mostly migrants, mostly cash. Nobody ever explains anything directly. Everyone only knows their place, like a company built entirely out of strangers. One night you drive 2 girls carrying fake passports. Another night it's a crying woman asking for her phone back. You tell yourself the same thing every time. They're just undocumented. You're helping people. That's how it starts. Not with monsters, with excuses. 3 weeks later, you move your daughter into a better apartment. 2 bedrooms, safer neighborhood. Your daughter spends 20 straight minutes opening and closing her bedroom door because she's never had her own room before. That night, she falls asleep beside you on the couch. And for the first time in years, you feel useful. That's the dangerous part. Not the crime. The feeling that maybe all the bad things you're doing are finally making your life better. Then comes the warehouse job. The text only says, "Need reliability tonight." Inside the warehouse, dozens of people sit silently beneath fluorescent lights. Families, teenagers, children. A guard walks you toward 3 girls waiting beside your van. Border transfer at 2 a.m. One looks drugged. Another whispers prayers under her breath. The youngest can't stop shaking. You ask where they're going. The guard smiles. Wherever they're profitable. Your stomach tightens. You drive anyway. Halfway to the checkpoint, the youngest girl asks, "Do they hurt you if you don't listen?" You don't answer, because you already know the answer. Checkpoint lights appear ahead. An officer steps toward your window. Your pulse spikes. Then another officer waves him away. No inspection, no questions. The gate opens. You drive through. The girls stay silent the rest of the ride. That night, you stare at your daughter's school photo taped to the fridge. For the first time, you think about calling the police. Then your phone rings. Unknown number. A calm voice says, "We protect people who help us." Then he reads your daughter's school address out loud. The line goes dead. The next morning, you watch your daughter walk to school wearing the backpack you bought her. And suddenly, the money doesn't feel good anymore. It feels radioactive. After that, you start fighting back quietly. Wrong motel numbers, delayed pickups, burner phones left behind at gas stations. Once, you secretly help a terrified woman escape. You give her cash and bus routes. 3 days later, her body shows up in a drainage canal. And all night, you keep telling yourself it wasn't your fault. Maybe someone else found her. Maybe she would have survived if she listened more carefully. You repeat those thoughts over and over because the alternative is worse. One night, your daughter leaves a voicemail while you're driving. "Dad, are you still coming to my birthday dinner?" You glance at the GPS. You're 4 hours away, transporting 2 girls across state lines. You lie and say traffic is bad. In the back seat, one of the girls quietly starts crying after hearing your voicemail. You don't ask why. Because deep down, you already know. Weeks later, you're eating alone inside a roadside diner when breaking news flashes across the TV. Authorities discovered multiple trafficking victims inside a shipping container near the port this morning. You barely look up at first, then they show her face. The youngest girl from your van. Same terrified eyes, same shaking hands. The reporter says 3 victims died from dehydration before authorities arrived. Your fries slip from your hand. Immediately, your brain starts defending itself. Maybe someone else would have driven them. Maybe you were just transport, just one small piece. But then you remember her question. Do they hurt you if you don't listen? And suddenly, you picture her trapped in complete darkness, waiting for help that never came. That's when you finally throw up, because deep down, you know exactly who delivered her there. After that, you start collecting evidence. License plates, safe house addresses, crypto wallets. Sometimes raids happen. Sometimes people disappear before police arrive. Then one night you find photos slipped beneath your apartment door. Your daughter walking home from school. Your daughter sleeping in her bedroom. The message underneath reads, "You save one, we take one." After that, you stop sleeping. You move apartments twice, change cars, change phones. Nothing matters. Everywhere you go, they already know. Then comes the recruitment assignment. A young woman sits across from you inside a diner. Broke. Desperate. Exactly how you used to look. Your boss slides a burner phone across the table. Tell her about the cleaning job in Chicago. The woman says she just needs enough money to take care of her little brother. For a second, you almost warn her. Then you remember the photos of your daughter sleeping. And before your brain catches up, you hear yourself lying. Easy work. Housing included, cash pay, no experience needed. The exact same lies they told you. The woman starts crying when you hand her the bus ticket. Not because she's scared, because she's relieved. And somehow, that feels even worse. 2 weeks later, you finally try to disappear. You pack a bag, wake your daughter before sunrise. But your car won't start. A black SUV blocks the parking lot exit. One of the men tosses you a phone. A video starts playing automatically. Your daughter walking into school yesterday morning. The message underneath reads, "You belong to the company now." That night, they move you to another city. Different apartment, different phone, different jobs. But this time, it isn't punishment, it's promotion. Because despite everything, you're good at this. You know routes. You know police schedules. You know how desperate people think because you used to be one of them. You know too much, so they move you higher. You stop being a driver. Now you coordinate routes, safe houses, payments, recruitment. And somewhere along the way, people start recognizing your voice on the phone. Bosses trust you. Drivers listen to you. You hate how good that feels. Years pass. Sometimes you still dream about the first family from the motel. The little boy asking if America has dinosaurs. You wonder where he ended up. If he survived. If any of them did. One night you sit alone inside another empty warehouse waiting for the next shipment to arrive. Rain hammers the roof overhead. Your phone keeps vibrating nonstop. Drivers checking in, routes changing, people asking you what to do. A nervous young driver walks inside. Broke, tired, scared, just like you were. He asks what exactly this job is. You look at him for a long moment, and suddenly you understand the truth. Everyone in this system starts the same way. The victims, the drivers, the recruiters, even the men giving orders. At some point, all of them were just desperate people trying to survive. And now, you're not trapped inside the system anymore. You're helping run it. You reach into your jacket, pull out an envelope full of cash, and hear yourself say the exact same words that destroyed your life. Just people needing transport. The driver nods slowly, takes the envelope. and you watch another desperate person disappear into the same system that swallowed you years ago. Not kidnapped, not forced, recruited, slowly, politely, one desperate decision at a time. Subscribe for the next story.